be real on some shit. Like all my comments been getting blocked on my last few videos and shit, man. That the truth will always be. Dad, keep it clean, man, so your comments won't get blocked. If you really trying to get at me, man, shit, I ain't trying to be a YouTuber, man. They call me a false prophet. Let me go ahead and say what I want to say, cause really, I'm really about to have y'all with some block comments. First of all, what I'm really trying to say, and I'm talking ahead of myself, I'm gonna put it to you right now, the whole fallen angel game. They came down here, they were the immortal sons of Elohim, misfits, a bunch of little Dennises. I mean, not little Dennis, I'm sorry, Dennis the Menaces. A bunch of Dennis the Menaces. Little guys like Spike. But they weren't like that. They were Starstone, Jasper, and Amber. Now, unless y'all go out here and dig up all the Starstone and take it out of the jewelry places and stuff like that, it's always going to be like this. It comes in all shades. Some of it is even brown and black. Hint, hint. So you can't control the elements. And the thing is, what y'all can really block comments were, they came down here as sweet, white faggots. The book of Enoch, he always, in the book, you read the book of Enoch, one of our first great prophets, he clearly said he was not surprised to see the angels. He was perfect in every way, and he was perfect in the eyes of Elohim and the Godhead. You know what I'm saying? And they came to mimic the Godhead and be worshipped as gods. Elohim, the one y'all call God, that y'all painted the sun white as a faggot of Giorgio, a painter of a faggot and a pederast and a lamb lover. Get it like the Vatican reprobates, because they don't hide it. All you gotta do is pull up anything about the Vatican. But before I get ahead of myself, they really played whiteface. Whiteface was played eons before blackface and all y'all little Sambo shit. And then the watermelon fetish we supposed to have, which that was two guys goofing off on the set of some up-and-coming black actors. And they would just, you know how we'll goof off and get attention. They were so hungry eating the watermelon, so that's where that comes from. So really y'all are worshiping black immorality and black immortality. Those people, the angels, there's never been any little white baby angels or little white little boy angels or girls or any white angels. When whiteface was played, it was to ooh and ah, and there was sorcery, enchantment involved in it, and they was white boys. They were portrayed as white boys. They were the first white boys, and y'all came down here. I guess Hashatan, I guess he saw the pleasure of the woman, in his sick mind. He thought he was doing something when he witnessed the creation of Adam and Eve. Well, Adam, and everything was laid out, the diamonds, the gold, the carbuncle, the emeralds, the rubies, the silver, you name it. You name it. It was all laid out for our creation. We come from the elements. So this is an actual fact. And what I keep really, so now y'all really gonna get comments and stuff blocked and not even be able to really express yourself or just learn to accept your origins. Get it like the Vatican or deal with that shit. Deal with that shit. I had to deal with it. Look what's going on. How y'all killing people, hanging people. Beautiful South African girl home in South Africa. Beautiful as hell, pregnant. Y'all shooting people in the face with rubber bullets and stuff like that. It's going down. Something that's going down right now. Y'all doing something mischievous. And it's all a part of sorcery. So whiteface, y'all play blackface and made up a black heaven, and they up there acting out like it's all about fried chicken in heaven and stuff like that. But y'all know that really heaven is of beings of Starstone and Jasper, and the rebel Mr. Wilson that came down here and used sorcery, basically same thing as makeup. And they painted their faces white. They made their faces appear white with their little bit of powers they had. Their little bit of powers they had. The little reprobate powers they had. And they made something different for the women. They made something different for the women. That's why I can't stand the devil, because he infiltrated and became the head reprobate in charge through our women. There were no white women in shape. We know the history, anthropology evidence. Y'all have only been on earth 6,000 years. Y'all existed first as the fallen angels. People that had skin like that, using their sorcery to appear as white misfits. So back to the devil that witnessed the creation of Adam, and everything was laid out, all the elements. Sarah Stone and Jasper was there in the equation too, I imagine, or I'm pretty sure, because it's all laid out. We come from the elements of the earth and all the precious metals, you name it. Science proves that. And the thing is, that's what happened. So I've been missing pieces anyway, going so fast, trying to get so much to get out. I've already proved y'all wrong about the bulldogs that are typically, for the most part, called hound dogs. But, you know, TG, they got Bulldog Hill. You know what I'm saying? North Carolina's at the top of the list in the southeast as the game dog capital of the game. It's NC the game. I done proved y'all wrong about the dogs. I use y'all as a tool to say the things that I wanted to say and needed to be said. And I will continue to do so until otherwise I'm not supposed to. But right now it's full steam ahead. So that's what I really wanted to say. So now you can get your comments blocked, because that's what I've really been wanting to say. And I guess the devil, y'all forefather, along with Esau, who was an albino African man, the albinoism trait only comes from Africa. Black can make all colors. White and third races can't. So that's how that works. That's how that works. And to be quite honest with you, they used sorcery magic. That was the first white boys. And they came down here. They were the first ones who really enhanced girl talk, telling little secrets. They told the girls about astronomy. Told them they can be spiritual leaders. That's why you got the gay Catholic priest that was on CNN maybe last week, talking and allowed to speak and stuff like that, looking right crazy as hell. And that's why you got these female bishops and stuff like that, which they are from Satan's synagogue bishops. So that's how you know Christianity is fake. Y'all don't do anything that the Bible tells you. You have women in the pulpit, what y'all call a pulpit, which is really a stage. That's what gospel music stems from for the Sardis Negroes. Like we say in the ministry that I'm involved with, Jesus is really a Led Zeppelin type of guy, an AC/DC type of guy. Christianity is all about entertainment. But again, I can't stress this enough. That's where the first white men were saw by the prophet Enoch. And he saw y'all as little white gay misfits. If you ever read the book of Enoch, he clearly states that he didn't know. He said they were angels, but I don't know if they were men or women. They appeared to be white. So I guess the devil, and I'm going to slow down so I can get this message out real quick, since y'all got blocked comments. Go ahead and get your thoughts out there and stuff like that. Get your shit off. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy that y'all the ones are getting blocked. Everything I'm saying is in the ancient scriptures. It's a true fact that the Vatican is not hiding anything that I am saying. They are animal lovers. That's what Christianity stems from. They made it religion a worldwide liberty and freedom. Comes right from the Vatican. But Christianity is supposed to be the way. Y'all don't do anything they say in the Bible. So if Jesus was real, you're still going to hell, even though we know he's really Giorgio. And he was having sex with Leonardo da Vinci. Now you go look up the history of the Vatican. But back to the fallen angels, they used sorcery, and that was how the first white boys were appeared. And if you look in my channel, I get into it about the book of Enoch, and I read straight from the book of Enoch, whitewash to Enoch. And it clearly states that the first one is going to be judged is the first star that fell out of those misfits, and he is the devil. And the translation of his name, when the people tried to whitewash it and then it didn't make sense, so they ousted it and deemed it as sorcery. Wizards and sorcerers, sorcerers are try to deem something as whitewashed. So all that time is over. Y'all reprobate world is crumbling apart, and the truth is actually bleeding through the Bible, let alone the ancient texts that are actually available in Christian bookstores and different places like that. So what it is, that's where the white man stems from, because they wanted to ooh all the girls. The girls didn't know if they were men or women, but they had secrets. They had sorcery. Our first sorcerers here on earth, thanks to the angels, the sons of Elohim, who were Sarah Stone and Jasper, they the ones that started whiteface. Whiteface was played first. They just didn't use makeup. They used sorcery. But their magic was probably so weak, and they probably, when they were showing the girls makeup and how to do this and how to do that, astronomy, and how to probably have oral and anal sex and just little secrets and stuff like that, which y'all just did that as a, your forefathers did that as a trick, because that has to do with sorcery. That has to do with sorcery, so that's a part of y'all heritage too. All you gotta do is read about ancient Europe, 15th. You just go back as far as 15th century Europe, and that's what y'all been about. But don't fret, man. Y'all don't gotta call me false prophets and stuff like that, because y'all want you. You know what I'm saying? You were created as my enemy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to convince anybody. You know what I'm saying? Anything about the Vatican could be expressed, but I can't express this enough because I have missed this in about 3 videos. So I see that you guys are really, really getting uptight. The truth is hurting your ears. And it's probably a lot of the people that look like me are doing this. Hold up, man. Damn, ash been on my hand all day. I don't got nothing wrong with my skin. My black is beautiful. My brown is beautiful. Ash been stuck in my house for about 2 videos. Smoking and shit like that. But yeah, that was the trick. Y'all use sorcery to appear as white people to get some oohs and ahs from the girls, and we end up having sex with them too, and show them little sex tricks and stuff like that while the men was out working or hunting or whatever, fellowshipping and just doing things they do, probably building boats. And you know, we invented technology, the gold plating of copper, and like you see silver plated stuff and gold plated silver, all that comes from Israel, and some of it is about neck and neck between the sons of Ham and the sons of Israel.